Hi, dear friends. Today is the 21st of December 2019, which means that energies of 2020 are officially here. So, happy solstice, happy new year. I've met few of you in these days of partying in December. So, you were asking me why I don't do card readings anymore. So I will do an exception and I will do a card reading today. I did want to explain to you a few things, what happened. I actually was invited to explore a path of receiving messages without the cards, and that gave me new insights and new, let's say, power. So I have more clarity about things I didn't know before. But I will draw some cards because cards are like a little helper that trigger some insights, let's say. Um, I wanted to have a little rampage regarding all these predictions about 2020 and the predictions that you get when you go and see a psychic. I wanted you to know that whatever anyone says about your year ahead or years ahead is just an explanation or an insight of your most active future, which means everything you did up to this point shows that if you're going this way, this is where you will end. That doesn't mean that will happen, and it doesn't mean it won't happen. It's all up to you. We all have free will. More awakened people have a bigger degree of this power to use your free will. People that are, let's say, asleep and they're not so conscious of what's going on, they will be woken up at some point. But at this moment in time, the universe just took over their bit of, let's say, free will, or the universe is making choices for them because they're not so awake yet. It's like you would have a parent, and your parent will help you to do some stuff because you're not big enough or strong enough or whatever to do it on your own yet. That doesn't mean that won't happen, but that's what's happening now. So I just want to let you know that please be careful with these predictions, or let's say be aware, because you being aware means you knowing that you have the power to change that. Saying that though, people that are reading the energies of the year that is coming are saying this is the energy that will be present, and you can use this to your advantage or disadvantage. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you. So just be aware of every time you go to a psychic, you do invite someone else to look into your akashic records, which means the records that say um, these are this is these are your potential, or these are your lessons. um, so people that are doing this, they need to be really aware, really awake, as pure as possible. I don't recommend that. It's actually better for you to learn how to go into your akashic records and do stuff from there. But of course, we all do that. I also use a psychic once in a while, but I am aware that what she's saying is she's seeing the most relevant or most likely future for me based on decisions and actions I did up to this point. We are all having this different realities apparently that we are living at the same time, and it's like you would be driving a car, right? So if I tell you something um, bad is going to happen in your future, or is very likely is going to happen in your future, you will probably say, oh, I don't want that to happen, I will start doing something else. And then of course that reality changes. It's like I would tell you, I know you're overweight, and you would say, oh, I don't want to be overweight, and I would just start losing weight, and of course that won't happen. So I just want to let you know, and that you need to be aware that power and control over your life is up to you. It's yours, and that doesn't go just for your personal life. It goes also on a collective level, on a systematic level. Yes, it might be that we will need more power to do some changes, and more will and more discipline and more action, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. So be aware of that and don't get afraid. We are all creating this movie we are living in, because that's what's going on. Actually, it's just the matrix, isn't it? And this is our time, our power to make a change. With that said, we are also looking, this is what the energy of the year ahead is showing us and is inviting us. There will be a big influx of energy that will support insights, letting go of habits, people, circumstances that doesn't serve us anymore, that we outgrown. Also, there will be a lot of working inside out. It will be people waking up. It's going to be like that's the energy that's available for us. So we can actually create something like new French Revolution, if you know about history a bit. There was all this new movement going on. But this is not French Revolution anymore. It's a world revolution. And as the song says, revolution won't be televised. So searching to alternative media, be aware, not everything alternative media says is true, and not everything, or most of the things that mainstream media is saying is not true. It's a version of truth. Which version you will believe in and which version will you be fighting for, it's up to you. Next thing, do not fight. We are invited to find a way to communicate with each other in a more kind way, and with intentions, and really with clarity, and also with interest of what is your point of view? What can I learn from that? Is it something that would serve me? Is there any possibility that would be also valid? Of course it's valid, because everyone has their own version of reality. But would that be an added point to what I am living and what I believe in? So this would be something to really look into, and we are all invited to learn new ways, new skills to communicate with people, and actually open the space of, it's not just us that are right. It's not our point that is like the point, this is the truth. Well, it can be, but there is also possibility there's another truth, and what we need to really look into and start asking ourselves is this what I believe in and what I stand for something that is actually a benefit for people around me, not just for myself? And is this proposition that I have for a change in a system or in my life actually benefiting more people than me? Who am I serving? What am I serving? Am I serving my ego, or am I serving the truth? Am I serving the light, the love, actually? So actually being this person that really learns how to listen and have an insightful conversations is our next thing to move forward. It depends on where on the scale of understanding other people you are, but that's basically what it is. So that's the second energy that's really being grounded at this moment. And the third thing that I'm guided to tell you is it is time to wake, to increase our awareness of what's going on. It's like we would be taking either our different sunglasses off, or we would be putting new glasses on with better clarity, so we can see further, or wider or higher. So I would really, really suggest that you do this in the following year. Let that be your intention, or something that's like on your schedule. You want to do this. Of course, you don't need to. You know, you don't need to. It's your life. It's what you will decide to do. This also depends on where on your path of your life you are, and what are your circumstances. But this is something this is the energy that is being grounded now, and this is the energy support that we have for those kind of shifts. They're telling me there will be, my guides, that is they. I'm being told that there will be new leaders coming in from that won't be political leaders so much. There will be people from the people, you know. There will be people saying, look, this is what's going on. This is my proposition. What do you want to do? You know, we will have these conversations. There will be stuff going on. And there, we as a society need to create a room for different options to go on simultaneously, right? With that, to be aware for whatever option we are opting for, that is not hurting either the people or the environment, the nature, that is actually that it has more benefits than it has downsides. With that said, you know, in permaculture, if you know anything about permaculture, there's a main rule that is really good, and I do my best to really implement that in life on a day-to-day basis. And it says, whatever you do, whatever you decide to do in action, it needs to have at least 3 benefits, 3 good side effects. And if it doesn't, you're better off not doing anything. So how we will know if our idea or our insight has that those 3 benefits or those 3 side effects, or at least 3 side effects? Talk to people, discuss your idea, do it with curiosity, and like really be interested in what they're saying. And if you feel like, yeah, this is the way to go, you know, it doesn't need to be like 100% implemented in this reality we're living in. It could be just a little tiny percent, and that tiny percent can make all the difference in the world, right? So do that. Be courageous, be brave, live your life. Live life not just for yourself, but for the community. You know, we are here at this time of awakening and ascension of Gaia, of Mother Earth, for a reason. I know it's not easy. I'm struggling with it too, you know, but we are here for a reason, and some of us need to do the energy work, some of us need to motivate people, some of us need to do the groundwork, some of us need to, you know, take a shower and start digging. You know, we all have our mission. We are here for a reason, and let's live that reason. Let's find a reason. But you know, there is no reason per se. It's what we choose to be our reason. It is what we choose to be our purpose. So what will you choose this year to be your purpose? I invite you to really take a look into that. Today, it's a new year. It's the best year for setting up intentions. I invite you to, whatever intentions you have, to write them down. Also to write down what you want to let go, or at least do that in a meditation. And you know, in Slovenian tradition, there was this big log that our ancestors burned, and it needed to be on till, I think, at least New Year or something like that. So, and this log was for putting in intentions and transmuting everything that doesn't work. That's what fire does, you know. It just takes the old energies and turn them into something new. Or if there is something we really want, it just amplifies that. So you probably won't be burning a log if you don't have a fireplace, but if you do, please do. Otherwise, just take a big the biggest candle you have and burn that, okay, and put the intentions in there and let go of what doesn't serve you. If you wrote that down, you're also welcome to burn that. Don't burn the house down, just burn the little thing down. Otherwise, it also works in energetically in an energetic level, so we don't need to like do the physical thing. That's something I invite you to do in these following days. Think about all this information I gave you. I hope they will really benefit you. And on the 24th of December, I invite you to do what Freddie and I did a year or 2 years ago, which we also told you about. Go outside and get a tree. Right? So if you can get it from nature, great. Otherwise, just ask a tree if it would give you a little branch. That's usually well, whatever branch you want. Just have this conversation with a tree before you take the branch. And the reason for that is you will bring nature in your house, in your home, that will last till everything actually, starts to bloom again. That year that I shared with you that Freddie and I did that, I had that little branch till May, I believe, and nothing fall down. It was just there like it was the day one. So it really works. There are special energies there. So I invite you to do that. Oh, okay, it's 16 minutes already, so I think I already told you what you need to know. Yeah, but let's do for the curious ones. Take 2 or 3 cards out, let's see. Okay, this one. Oh, they said 2 is enough. That's fine. Okay. First one is Ace of Raphael. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting insight, spiritual insights. Oh, that's nice. That means there will be new love coming in, romantic love, not necessarily just towards another person, also towards new life, new, they say, new challenges, new careers, new like big shifts. So Raphael is a archangel, and his energy is about healing, and it's very gentle energy. So every time you go through different changes in your life, I invite you to call upon green energy, call upon green light, Archangel Raphael, which will smooth the ride and will help you to let go of everything you don't need or is not serving you anymore, because you're going into this new life. You're like a butterfly, so you need to shed down all the crap, basically. And 7 of Ariel is our next card. That's what we actually need to know, clearly. Oh, what a wand. He said, she, Ariel is apparently she. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. That's actually going towards this time of the year. That's what I have been told. And it is said that we did actually some really good steps already, and we need to review what's going on, what we already did, what we want to change, what we want to improve, which areas of our lives we want to improve, not necessarily how we want to improve them, but what is the result or results we want to see. And when we know where we're going, we will find the best path. Sometimes, well, most of the time, that's what's happening for me right now, is I'm just being shown the next step. What's the next best step? What's the next best step? I can't see the full path, but that's why I'm doing this video, because I was guided to do that. Don't ask me what will happen out of it. I'm just sharing this with you to that it goes into the universe and does what it needs to do. So they're also saying have patience. That's something I don't have, but clearly I'm not the only one. So, you know, we put our seeds in now. People that are working on farms and have their own um, gardens and stuff, some of them, especially people that are working with permaculture and biodynamic, they would put seeds in just after the harvest, and they will just leave the seeds in and leave the nature to do its bit. And the the nature knows what is the best time for a seed to start growing, and we will just leave the seeds there, and they will start growing in the spring, when is the best time that they start growing. So this is a good metaphor for our life, what needs to happen for us. So look into what seeds you planted in. Is there any weeds in there you don't want them to grow? And maybe you can take them out already, or be aware when they will start to grow, just to plug them up really quickly. I'm also guided to tell you to work with crystals, but you need to know crystals are everywhere in every little bit we take anyway. It's more about working with nature, working with energies of nature, being aware of what Earth is going through, and us, really being part of that cycle. So yeah, do that. We spend more time in nature. You don't need to do much. You just need to be aware of you walking through the forest, of you walking through the park, and you will get in sync at some point. It depends on how disaligned you are, but it happens quite quickly as long as you're aware of what's going on. Yeah, that's the message. Gaia is the answer for everything, because Gaia works with, it's like a little, we are all big part or a small part of a big universe, and actually we're not really a part, we are a little universe in itself, a little fractal. It's really nice, and when you go into your body, it's also these little universes of cells doing whatever they're doing. But that's another story. I will tell you about it at some other point. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a great year if we make it like that. The energies are here to support us and to do the best for us. So it's up to us. It's always up to us. I wish you the best possible year that you can have. The best year you had so far. So it's going to be better and better and better. There will be challenges. There always are. But just let's take them into our bag of, oh, I did this, oh, I got through this, oh, I need some more time to do this or to get through this, but this is all my opportunity to do something different or to be aware of what's going on. So have a really, really nice year. Enjoy your life as much as you can. Spend it with people you really love. Open doors for new people to come in. And yeah, stay tuned. Give me a feedback. Let me know what's going on with you. Love you. Bye.